Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. The media is chock-a-block full of stories from people who claim to know Meghan, and nearly always they have negative things to say. Most of the time these people have no connection with her or Harry whatsoever, and even if they did, it is from decades ago. So it makes a change to see someone who is on Meghan's side and is a friend who says something good about her. In the media, this is a very rare sight to see. As of course we all know, they never focus on the positive, it's always on the negative, and those negatives are nearly always manufactured. Here we see Meghan Markle's friend applauds incredibly nurturing Duchess ahead of Mother's Day. Please note that Mother's Day in the USA is 2 months after Mother's Day in the UK. Not sure why that is, but there you go. Just thought I'd let you know in case you're in the UK and wondering if you missed Mother's Day. It says here, Kelly McKee-Zafin, a former model and businesswoman, shared a heartwarming picture of her arm in arm with Meghan Markle and described the Duchess as a fierce advocate for those in need. Kelly McKee-Zafin, a former model and businesswoman, shared a heartwarming picture of her arm in arm with Meghan, and both wearing t-shirts reading Community Motherhood. Writing on Instagram, she described the Duchess as a fierce advocate for those in need, as well as an incredible mother and friend. Kelly, whose son tragically died last year, is the co-founder of Alliance of Mums, a campaign that supports pregnant and parenting teenagers in foster care. She thanked Meghan for her help, saying, "As Mother's Day approaches, I can't help but think of my own community motherhood. I instantly think of you, Meg. How incredibly nurturing and warm and open you are. What an incredible friend and mother. I'm truly in awe of you, and I am so grateful you are part of my #community of motherhood. You are always the first to say yes and support those you love. You are a fierce advocate for those who are in need. Thank you for joining this year's campaign to support LA's expectant and parenting foster youth, which helps provide critical services, education, resources and advocacy so they can build a better future for themselves and their families. Please join us in this year's very special campaign and purchase your t-shirt to support in the link in bio. Don't forget to tag at Alliance of Mums so we can shout from the rooftops how amazing you all are for supporting this wonderful community of mothers." Kelly announced her 9-year-old son's heartbreaking death in July last year after he was found unresponsive at their family home. She paid tribute to her sweet baby boy and said that she would try to keep going for his twin sister Lily. Meghan and Harry, who are friends with the family, donated $5,000 to a GoFundMe made in George's honour under their children's names. The aim of the fundraiser was to raise money to be donated to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. On its website, Alliance of Mums said it protects the rights of children and young adults impacted by foster care. It added, by providing free legal representation and social services, and by advocating for broad solutions through groundbreaking child welfare policy reform. This alliance clears barriers to stability and opportunity so that young people and families can access the support and services they need to thrive. As I've stated on here many times, it's the royal family and the firm that need Meghan and Harry. That is why the media won't stop their smear campaign, because it is always going to include the royal family. Originally, I believe the plan of the firm was to badmouth Meghan and Harry through anonymous leaks through the media, negative stories so that it would hamper their popularity, which at the time was rising at an ever-increasing rate. This was after the Australia tour. After the Australian tour, which went amazingly well with the biggest crowds seen since Princess Diana, this newfound popularity obviously put the nose out of joint for the heirs of the throne, which would be Charles and then William, and the negative stories were to put them back in place in their perceived hierarchy of who should be most popular in the royal family. But the plan backfired because Meghan and Harry said, "Stuff this, we are off, we are quitting," and they did not expect this, and this also then highlighted how they went on to become financially independent, and not taking from the UK taxpayer, while the firm and the royal family are still taking money while sitting on a 100 billion fortune. So Meghan and Harry leaving was never something the royal family wanted. They seem to want to be the most popular royals, while at the same time exploiting Meghan and Harry to drive attention to them. You can't have it both ways. And here we see King Charles and a story where they are putting out the message of please come back. It says here, King Charles would welcome back Harry and Meghan and is keen for reconciliation. What this title should really say is King Charles is now king and he is very unpopular. He desperately needs the star power of Meghan and Harry to return to the royal family so that they can appear relevant again. The firm are starting to realise that getting attention by constantly getting tabloids and media platforms to write slanderous and negative stories about Meghan and Harry doesn't work, and it ends up backfiring on you. You'd think by now they would have learned from their past mistakes. It states here, King Charles would welcome a reconciliation with his son Prince Harry and wife Meghan, a friend of the new king has claimed. A friend of King Charles told the Daily Beast that he will always want to reconcile with his son and Meghan. The friend said the opportunity that was there for Harry to sort this out with the king is gone for now. Of course, Charles would always welcome a reconciliation with Harry and Meghan. He has made that very clear and his door is always open in that regard. The firm are desperate to get them back, heal rifts or whatever. They must be dreaming. Meghan and Harry are doing the best they have ever done. What with Meghan recently signing up with one of the top agents and their Netflix productions that are being lined up. Why would they want to be stifled by going back to the royal circus prison they have been so lucky to escape from? As stated, it is the royal family who need Meghan and Harry, not the other way round. It is Meghan and Harry who have to suffer the firm, who have to put up with all the nonsense surrounding them and their anonymous so-called friends and their silly stories in the media. 99% of all the stories about Meghan and Harry in the media are there to push negative propaganda about and to direct publicity to the royal family. This is the only way that they can stay relevant. I don't think they will be relevant for much longer. Let me know your opinions in the comment, and I bid a fond farewell until tomorrow. Bye.